Hello everyone, this is Tasukio Flames, and welcome back to one of my Dragon Ball Super episode reviews. This is going to be my review for Dragon Ball Super episode 30, which is named Rehearsing for the Martial Arts Match. Who are the two remaining members? I know it's been a while since I did one of these reviews. I got a lot of other stuff that I do, so I get around to them as I'm able to. If you want to have the reviews more often, just let me know in the comments down below, and I'll try to do them a bit more often. I'm fine with that. They don't take too long overall. I just tend to spend my time on other stuff, but I'm getting sidetracked. This episode opens up with Goku and Vegeta looking for the last two members of the group. You know, in the episode before that, they knew that it's going to be the two of them, and then they found out about Manaka coming in. But on top of that, they need two more members, and they're trying to figure out who those could be and trying to come up with a good criteria for it. They're just showing flying there, so suddenly Krillin comes up out of nowhere, and apparently he has the idea that they're supposed to be having some type of space picnic. Which makes no freaking sense. I mean, where the crap did that come from? Well, we find out it's actually from Chi-Chi that told him that, and that was caused by Goku himself. Because apparently he said he didn't lie, but he made up some kind of something for where he had been all this time and where he's going, but it's definitely no space picnic, that is for sure. Then that's when the episode kind of goes downhill from there. I remember hearing about this before, but I'd forgotten about that this was the actual episode. Then the recap starts. It is a recap of what just happened in the last episode. They do it as a form of recap so Goku can tell Krillin where they're going and what's actually happened. So the recap just tells them again about Champa showing up, the 12 universes, how Universe 6 and 7 are mirror images of each other, that they'll be fighting Universe 6 and their fighters, and what's at stake, the Super Dragon Balls, how the Earth can be switched, and everything else that goes along. It wastes a lot of time. I don't really know why they did all that stuff so soon. We didn't need a mostly recap episode. We really did not. It just wasted all of our time, and I can understand why Geekdom 101 and everyone was all so pissed off about them. It was just stupid. They also bring up that, of course, Manaka is going to be the 5th member, so they tell that to Krillin, and then they're just looking for 2 more members. Goku brings up right away that, Boo needs to be on our team. That's right off the bat. But Vegeta is still, I don't get this, but Vegeta is still hesitant. He's like, he's a good Boo and everything like that, but is he sure he can be trusted? But Goku immediately backs him up and then gets behind Boo, saying that, yeah, he would be a really great help and he trusts him and everything. Vegeta also brings up a good point that he got straight up one shot and got the crap beat out of him by Beerus, so how's he gonna be all that helpful? But Goku says, when he gets strong, he'll be strong. When he gets mad, he is very strong, so Vegeta's like, whatever. Then, Goku brings up, what about having Piccolo be another person? And they said that could be something, but before that, Goku brings up something really stupid. He didn't think for 2 seconds before making this. He's like, what about, the evil Boo got reincarnated, and maybe he can be on our team. Except for the fact that Vegeta brought up, he's just a newborn. How does that help whatsoever? He doesn't know how to fight. It was nice having a random mention of Oob at least, because, Oob was in Dragon Ball Z. He's not just a GT character. He shows up towards the end with that tournament. After that's pushed off the side, we find out, as I said before, that they're going to ask Piccolo about him because they're in a sore need for people to be asked about it. And, but also Gohan is brought up by Vegeta of all people, saying he has the most latent talent and ability of all of them. And then what about him joining the team? But apparently as we've already seen before, Gohan is about useless, but in his current form because he's more interested in studying and his job and work and everything else, being a family man. So Goku brought up that he would not be the best option going forward, so Piccolo would be their man. Instead, they head off to actually start recruiting the team, while Beerus is just the happiest freaking person in the world. I don't get it. Cup ramen is pretty good, but he's just scarfing the crap out of it. He has like 70, 80 bowls of it next to him. I'm just guessing. It was a whole freaking tower. It might as well have been. And he's so impatient to get to it that he's burning his hands on it and everything like that, just scarfing it down, acting like it's the most delectable thing in the world. It brings up to a good point. If you've never had some of this stuff before, well, how would you react to it? If you don't really, know what it is and you've never had it before, it can be quite the big deal. That leads to Beerus, and we're talking about leads about it's more recap. It's recap, and we do not need more about that. No, we didn't need more recap. And it's just recaps about how they actually found Goku and the Super Saiyan God and all that, and it goes through them finding Goku, their little skirmish, the Super Saiyan God legend that he heard, his little vision and such that Beerus had that led him to that, as well as actually fighting with him. And it's a couple more minutes wasted showing stuff that we had already gone through before. We did not need this again. And Beerus also heads out to actually go and, or he's wanting to go get Monaka, but no, that didn't happen first. Before that, after the recap, there's so much recap in there, it's just ridiculous. After that, Whis actually is comparing Goku and Whis to each other. You see, he said they're, mostly simple-minded for sure, and they both love food, and they're very strong, and they love to train and fight each other, and he mentions some other stuff like that, but Beerus doesn't like that. He doesn't think they're anything alike whatsoever. And you know what we get after that? Do we get something super exciting and new? No, we get more recap. We get the recap because Beerus decided to ask, why did you bring Goku and Vegeta here in the first place? Well, guess what? Let me recap. I brought them here so they could end up training and fighting you eventually. So we go through the montage yet again of what happened with them, going there, training in their fat suits and everything. The stuff we just saw, last episode or so. Yeah, we get to see that again. Yay, it felt like it's been forever. Well, then they actually go to find Monaka and recruit him to the team. Then we actually get to see Trunks and Goten catching up. Yet again, they have the same weird idea that there's going to be some kind of space picnic, and they're dead wrong. And they get a quick little explanation of what's happened. And then they decide they want to join the team. But that is quickly shot down by Vegeta, who says, you just want to fuse together and join the team, and fusion is against the rules. So there is no way that they can join the team, and that does not happen. They don't take that too well, but it really doesn't matter. They're either become strong enough on their own, or they won't be on the team. And they are not. Then we go to another little section showing Piccolo and Gohan are actually training together. Gohan's wanting to go back to the basics and get the fundamentals and how to actually fight and protect himself. He says back when he fought Frieza, he really got his eyes open that he needs to be able to get stronger so he can protect his family, his friends, and everything else. And even though he wants to have his book smarts and everything, if he can't protect anyone, it doesn't matter. They're also going forward from there, shown that real quick side note, I have to mention, why is Gohan always in that dang track outfit? Constantly the same dang track outfit. It's not really good look or anything like that. He looks skinny as crap in it as well. But Gohan, after he's decides, he's like, I want to join the team. I want to make a difference. You know, fighting against Universe 6 will be a lot of help. And it'll help with his training. But he finds out that the tournament happens in 4 days. It just so happens to be the same day as a very important conference. And apparently he did not want to let down Videl either, because he kept talking about Videl during this time. And so, reluctantly, he has to say that he cannot go, even though he really wants to. So, Piccolo agrees to join the team. And, on top of that, they all give, like... I don't know what it is, but it almost looks like they give, like, Gohan, like, this a weird random stare. At this time, they all look at him like, man, look at this scrub. When he talks about going to the conference and everything, I don't know, it's just a weird look. I don't know, it might have just been me. And don't get me wrong, I really hope that Gohan does end up mattering and making a difference down the line. Since he's not going to be in this tournament, hopefully further down, this training with Piccolo and re-emphasizing him as a fighter leads to something. I don't want him to be a main character or replace Goku or Vegeta, but I do want him to matter. I like other characters actually mattering. That is always for the best, to have more than just a couple people mattering. Always like give them some of the limelight. After that, they go back to Bulma. She's done with the Super Dragon Raider, and they're actually checking it out, and it is very big. Compared to the other Raider, should I say? Yeah, it's like I don't know. It's almost like a Wii U holding device with a big circular Dragon Raider in the center, like a freaking steering wheel of sorts. But they are wondering if Jocko is there yet, which he does not seem to be whatsoever. Goku and Vegeta at this time also talking about how they want to train, and Goku brings up going back into the Room of the Spirit of Time, saying that Dende was able to actually fix it. And apparently now they can go in there and train for 3 days or 3 years. Which everyone brought up the plot holes of this. It doesn't make sense. They said before that, you know, the max was 2 days, but apparently now they can go in there for 3 days on top of the 2 days that Vegeta spent in there and the 1 day and some odd months as a kid that Goku was in there. So apparently that went out the window. I don't think we ever got an explanation on that, but well, they're able to. Vegeta was not really big on this idea because he said he doesn't think it was going to make a huge difference. You know, they're going to pressure their bodies and everything, and it doesn't matter. But Goku talks him into it because Goku says he would go in it anyway, and he would become stronger than Vegeta, and Vegeta does not want him to surpass him or get away from him. They also asked Piccolo about him, but Piccolo doesn't want to put all the stress on his body on having to keep up with 2 Saiyans. And he also says he prefers to keep a clear mind, so he's just going to stay on the outside and do his own thing, which is, that's to be what he likes to do. He's been in there before, so he knows what it's all about, and he knows what's best for that. But anyway, after that, Vegeta agrees to go ahead and go into the Room of the Spirit of Time, because he wants to be just as stronger than Goku, so he knows if he stays out, then Goku will become way stronger than him, and it will be a big mistake. That's actually where the episode ends, and we get a little bit of a preview for the next episode showing this new guy called Zuno, who they're gonna be able to ask where the Super Dragon Ball is, so they can actually end up finding that, or the Dragon Balls in general, so that they can be taken care of. We also find out that Jocko is gonna be showing up in the next episode as well. I forgot to mention that earlier in the episode that Boo did in fact get recruited. I don't know how that slipped my mind. I guess it's because I don't think Boo really matters all that much, but he did get recruited as well, and he wasn't gonna join the team, but Goku talked him in, saying he would give him a wish from the Dragon Balls, because he's thinking maybe the Super Dragon Balls can grant more than one wish, like the Namekian Dragon Balls and such. So Boo actually agrees to this. But he said he would let Mr. Satan have the wish because he already has everything he wants. And that's kind of how that recruitment goes. Overall, I don't think that's going to matter, but that did happen. Overall, it was a pretty crappy episode, I would say. There's only about 5 to 7 minutes of actual new content in this episode. Most of this was just setting up the next episode and reviewing what happened in the past episode through telling other people in conversations, oh, this happened. Remember this? This just happened? We didn't need to know this. This is something way down the line you do. They did this stuff in Dragon Ball Z, but they did it at a time where it made more sense. And now in the expanded version of Dragon Ball Z that has all 291 episodes, they did it way too much. Like in the Frieza saga, they would go back constantly and show like stuff that just happened. Like, it drove me crazy. But I do look forward to the next episode and going off from there. I have been watching some of the newer episodes that have come out, but I don't know if it makes sense to like I got 28, 29, 30. This will be 30 going up. If I had this and 39 up at the same time, it'd be kind of weird. I don't know if y'all want me to keep doing this at this, or go back and forth as I watch the new episodes. Nah, that's up to you. But anyway, guys, if you like this episode, be sure to leave a like. Let me know down below what you think of this episode and how I'm doing things, and if you want to see more or not, or more often, should I say, and just your general feelings about it, or anything else you would like to see me review or go over, or games to play, or anything else. If you like this content, be sure to subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. See ya!